In a professional setting, ethics is a shared conversation about right and wrong, but it's also about how we enact what we think is right and wrong. And particularly, it is a collective conversation about our values and our behaviors, and that can happen at a company level, it can happen at an industry level, or it can happen through legal frameworks that are enacted. And when we think about digital ethics, it's a bit similar to a digital strategy. You can't have a digital strategy without having a strategy. Similarly, you can't have digital ethics without having ethics. The most important thing to get right about ethics is that ethical codes and frameworks define expectations, but we need to move from expectations into ethical action. So if we want to be consistent about how we enact those behaviors, we need to get ethics off the page and put them into action. And to do that, in the paper that I'm writing about ethics, there are a range of tools and techniques that can be used. And I also look at how you can match your ethical approach to the phase of maturity of the technology that you're building in order to most appropriately choose the ethical strategy that you need to use. Ethics are so important today, particularly in terms of technology, because there's really no way to opt out of technology. We live in a really technologically mediated existence, particularly with reference to our private lives, where we work, and also civic services. Technology pervades all of that, and because of that, people who are building technology really have the potential to build great ethical new things, but also they have the potential to risk particularly 4 key harms. One of those is that businesses can lose their customers to more ethical providers. The second is that businesses can lose talent because increasingly technologists are looking for companies that match their values to work for. They want to work in ethical places. The third thing is potential increases in public harm through systemic increases in inequality, through enacting unethical things through things that are built. And finally, companies can really gain a competitive edge through building ethical technologies, and they can lose their competitive edge through building unethical technologies.